Hello, my name is John, and I'll use the time in this presentation to educate you more on witchcraft in Western Europe. Before beginning to talk about witchcraft in Western Europe, we must find out what witchcraft is. Witchcraft, defined in the Middle Ages, is the study and practice of black magic and spells to inflict harm on people. In the modern age, it is considered a religion that practices spells and communicates with nature. How did witchcraft start? Witchcraft started a long time ago, before the Middle Ages. The oldest evidence of witchcraft is from around 17,000 years ago, in the Upper Paleolithic period. The scientists that uncovered this said that witches were part of high society in those ages, as the main religions such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism did not yet exist to suppress them. These ancient witches would cast spells and make potions to bring about whatever their village leader wanted. They would also predict the future, concoct herbal medicines, and assist in the birthing of children. These abilities gave them high-ranking positions in ancient times. The use of magic for good was supported by one of the oldest religious texts, the Old Testament. Christianity became a massive religion in Europe in the Middle Ages. This is where the old ways were abolished from society and everyone had to adopt the new religion. The people that first converted to Christianity were the members of high society and nobility. Members of the lower class were regarded as pagans and were left to practice the old religion as long as they did not harm the church or the nobility. In 600 Common Era, the Pope at the time, Gregory the Great, declared that all the old gods are demons and they should be punished. This decree was only respected around 700 years after he said it. The Malleus Maleficarum, Hammer of Witches. This book was created in 1486 by an Austrian priest by the name of Heinrich Kramer. The three-part book was a manual on finding, capturing, torturing, and killing witches. This book united church and state, making the whole process of finding and torturing witches completely legal. The ways of proving that someone was a witch were incredibly stupid. The only way to determine if someone was a witch is to either get them to confess via torture, throw them in the lake bound by the hands and feet, or burn them at the stake. If they survived all the methods, they are a witch and they would be executed.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
The witch craze climaxed in between 1580 and 1660 in the western countries of Germany, France, Spain, and Switzerland. Spain used this witch craze to their advantage by starting the Spanish Inquisition. This was actually just a way for the Spanish king to destroy political rivals by accusing them of witchcraft and either killing them or just locking them up in prison. Prison sentences for witches were more common in Spain as they did not agree with the Malleus Maleficarum. The last recorded execution occurred in June 17, 1782 in Switzerland. Let me conclude by saying the Middle Ages was not a good time to be a young, attractive woman, as if you were not a housewife, nun, or royalty, you would be suspected of being a witch. This was a terrible time in history that was just used to create support for the church and the royalty, as people were afraid of the unknown and had no other option but to trust their rulers. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little more about witches in Western Europe. Thank you for listening.